Okay, we have our other Prestolite tank with even nicer nickel. Lighting's a lot more detailed and visible here. This one doesn't have the regulator, but it does have the gauge, which I had the same guy rebuild this. Now his grandfather was selling this stuff new, so he was very familiar with this stuff. Again, it was 20 years ago when he and I were both young men. This one has the, I assume, original red paint. I've seen a lot of restorations with this red paint here, so I assume that's what they did on a lot of them. And we have the little end caps here. This is your on and off knob, and this is your hose to go to your lighting here, which is what most restorations have, is just twisting this on and off. So the regulator would have cost money, so money was rare and hard to come by this time. A lot of people just did not make very much. You gotta remember the average cost of the 1913 whatever was about $250 to $450. Well, the average guy didn't make $450 in a year. $450 in a year. So that was a lot of money. So another $10 here, $5 there, that's huge money for people to add on this or that accessory. So all the lighting is accessory stuff. Most of your bikes didn't have it. You had to spend money to get lighting. So here we go. It's a beautiful original nickel. It's going to go on the bay. So the only two I have. These are the best ones I've ever personally owned. And this gauge is rebuilt 20 years ago. I've never actually put it on the bike and lit it up. So even 20 years ago, it was very difficult to find somebody who could fill the tank. And I never bothered to spend the time and the money just to go fill the tank that hopefully I might be able to put it on a bike. So there was different ways to mount these. They were usually off the handlebars, these heavier tanks. 90% of the time, they also made another mount that would run in the center of the frame rail, like so. I'm going to show you one of those mounts in a minute. And there's different mounts and different bracketries to mount these. So I've seen these heavy tanks actually mounted on the back of the frame. I've seen a couple where it's actually on the fork side. It's a matter of what bracket did you want and where did you want to mount it. It was an accessory. You put it how you wanted it to go. So, very cool and neat to find this stuff anymore. And I'm not going to mess around with pre-16s anymore, so extra pre-16 stuff, if it starts selling, it's all going to come up. So we'll see you on the next video, guys.